Hi, 大家好, and hi everyone, and welcome to our Form 5 Mathematics. And it is our third day and a second section of our class. Okay, so today we're gonna start with our Mathematics Form 5, Chapter 1, Variation. Okay. If you are in Form 4, in 2025, and congratulations to you because you are just end your journey in 2025 in Form 4 and you start your other journey on Form 5. Form 5 mathematics is not that hard, but still you're gonna be more hardworking on some chapters because you need to learn some new thing that you can use when you're adult. Okay, so now let's learn with the basic chapter. Okay, Form 5 chapter 1 variation. Okay, this chapter, what can I say is it's very easy because you just only know one thing, then everything you can do. Now we go for the explanation. Okay. To explain this, I will put the explanation here. You see, ubahan langsung menerangkan perkaitan antara dua pemberi upah dengan keadaan apabila satu pemberi upah Y berdampak, maka pemberi upah X juga berdampak pada kadar yang sama dan sebaliknya. Means, when two variables are happen at the same time, they also walk at the same direction. They flows up at the same direction. They flows up sequentially, they go down sequentially. They didn't one go up and one go down, but this is called derivation. Okay, and when we want to represent the variation form, how do we say that form? Okay, so we have the equation here. So when we want to represent that relation, we call this a proportional. Y is directly proportional to the x. This one I think you learn in your primary school science until now. Yes, directly proportional. Also in physics, science also learn this. And when you do experiment, you learn this variable, manipulated variable, corresponding variable, constant variable. That actually is the same thing as a variation. When the things happen at the same time, two things happen at the same time with the condition both goes up, both goes down, or both are goes up. Another thing, another variable, it go down. One go up, one go down. There can be anything happen. But the condition is both must be occur at the same time. This is the relation. When we want to write in an equation form, we don't just put y equals to x. You need to put the k as a constant because in relation form, we just relate these two variables without any constant. But when you want to represent the equation, the relation with the equation form, you need to put the k. K is called as a constant. K. Why they say that? A direct variation, the line you must touch with the origin. If not, that is not a direct variation. Other than that, this relation can be right like this, where the n is 1, 2, 3, or a fraction, or anything. It can be a square root, can be a cube root, can be square, can be cube. Okay, so you already know about this. So now you need to know how to determine the relation between the two variables for a direct fraction. That is a one situation. The question gives you a table and you need to determine for the direct fraction. You have three steps you need to know. You need to do. First thing, the table got number, got variable x, y. You just plot the graph y against x. Melukiskan graf y melawan x. Dan gabungkan semua titik dalam satu garisan. Jika garis tersebut telah menyentuh aksaran graf, means the point, the line touches the origin of graph, maka ubahan tersebut adalah ubahan langsung. That variation is a variation. So that is how we to determine the variation. Either it's a direct variation or not a direct variation. You already know this. Then you need to know about the next thing. This thing you always compare with you until you're done with your SPM. Y varies direct x. You need to remember this. The first part before the proportional sign, that we just put y, no need to change anything. They always y, they didn't change anything. Got y, just put y. Got t, just put t. Belakang one, the behind one, the important thing is the behind one. Is the means like the before the proportional sign one, before the very diary, that one, nothing happened. Always the same. Didn't ubah. Just changing the alphabet. Other than that, you just see the right hand side. The right hand side you see, they will happen different. Still, the variable happen. They happen. Okay, they happen at the same time. They go up. This one go up, and that one don't go up at the same time. You see, whether okay, the x is more larger, but still they happen at the same time. They didn't like when the x squared go more higher, this one go more lower. No. This is called variation, means the two things is happen at the same time without any changing. Just go up, just go up. Whatever the number is go up, they also gonna go up. Okay? You need to know. You need to have fun later the thing. You need to recite all this one. There is no way to change it. They're always asking this, but they will change the alphabet. Okay, you need to know x squared, x cubed. But till now, we see only this one. You came up. Only this limit only. Other than that, never. They never asking for what is the they never asking for x fourth, x power 4, x power 5. No. The limit is until this one. They didn't go more higher. For Malay version is like this. For Malay version is berubah secara langsung. If you know this, then after that, when you go for next part, it will be more easy. You know why? Because you need to know a variation, okay, can be two variables happen at the same time, but also can be three or more variable can happen at the same time. They go together, they go up together, they go down together. But this joint variation is only used for direct variation, ubahan langsung. Untuk ubahan yang lain tidak digunakan. Ubahan tercantum ubahan langsung dengan keadaan satu pemboleh ubah berubah sebagai hasil terhadap dua atau lebih pemboleh ubah yang lain. Yes, means it got behind the y you have more variable. But usually you see got two only lah. Behind got two only. Didn't as much as go for 3, 4, 5 number. It's just give a limit until this one, until here. So when you want to represent that thing, y varies directly as x and z. If the keywords like this, we can just say that we just put beside if the z means the x, z, y, and then proportional sign, x, and another one just put sign because it is for joint variation, for direct variation. But if for inverse variation, how we do? Now you need to know and always the same thing as before, you know. Okay, and the k is a constant. Correct, the constant always be there in equation form. They didn't change, but the k, the alphabet can be changed. Sometimes, if you don't want to use k, also no problem. You can use other alphabet beside x, y, z, x or y or z or other thing. But I give you advice to use k because in exam they usually follow the answer in textbook. They follow the textbook, what they write, what they suggest, what they wrote inside the textbook. They just copy and paste. And you need to know what is the inverse variation. Just now you learn direct variation, ubahan, langsung. Sekarang kamu belajar ubahan songsang. Benda ini dia akan agak pelik sikit. Okay, just now two things happen at the same time simultaneously, but now they also happen same time but with the different direction. Y increase when the variable x decrease at the same rate. Kebalikan, x increase, y decrease. The thing is that the things happen at the same time but with different direction. This one go up and that one go down. When we want to represent that thing, we will use this one. Just now we learn y a proportional sine x, but now our x is going down. Why? Because the y goes up, but the x goes down. Goes down. Y more higher, the x go more lower, and the k constant in equation form, you will always stay here. If you don't believe, actually this one is k and then times with 1 over x. You just put the k, put up in the 1. This is also same thing. You just want to be simplified it. And if you learn this one, in physics, I think you'll know what this is. Okay. In your Form 4 physics, or we call Form 4 science, I'm not sure about science got teach or not, but in Form 4 physics, we also learn this one. Okay, this graph, and also know about this graph. But in maths, we say the graph against y against x is a hyperbola. Means y increase, the x decrease. X decrease or y increase. They happen different time. Yeah, is the thing. But when you want to represent this one like this, it must be a line. And to determine the inverse variation, the thing is the variation must be in a variation. The equation must be a variation, and the line is touching the origin. If not, we cannot say that is a variation. They didn't change at the same time. So we already know about inverse, direct, joint. Now we move for combined variation. This is a chantoman. No, chantoman. the direct variation combined with the inverse variation or the joint variation together. Means the thing can be happen at, at many times at the same time, okay, with the rate or two rate. One goes up, another one it goes up, but another one goes down. So when we want to represent that thing, we put like this. The proportional sign is still there. And remember to know about this constant. It's always up. It's always like always here. Didn't change anything. And still is the same thing that what you learned just now. Okay. So actually we already end for our class, but our lesson. But now I want to go through some questions to let you more understand. Now is see a question here. Okay. The question asking for write the variation relation for each of the following. Look through the question carefully. You see, write the variation relation. Tulis hubungan ubahan. Maksud dia hanya kata tuliskan hubungan sahaja. Jangan pergi tulis equation form. Bentuk persamaan dikira salah. Kenapa? Sebab dia pada cakap. Kalau pada cakap, tulis dalam relation form. Jangan pergi buat pandai-pandai. Okay? So, and the next thing is, you need to see properly. Always remember the in front one, the in front here, you just copy and paste. And belakang one, wait first. See the middle one. If that very proportional, very direct, you just see the important sentence, the important one. Okay, W. Okay. Oh, did right? Okay. I see directly. Okay. Put the proportional signs first. Okay. And then X. Got another thing. Got cube. So I put X cube. And then I write it back again. And I will get the answer. W, the proportional sign X cube. Settle. And for the question 2, see this one. A. Okay. Just put A. Where is diary? Look through. Oh, diary. I put the proportional sign first as B. Okay, I put B first. N. Eh? If you got C1, this one, N, remember, they can be happen up here or below here. You see, if got inversely means that the variable goes down, they even go up, they go down. C, oh, C, I put the C there. But for Q, remember to put the Q. Okay, please remember, see the important words, the keywords varies directly and inversely, the cube root, square root, square, this one. You need to be more alert about that because sometimes you make mistake on that. I happen any very many times. Happen many times already. So you need to be alert about that. And next, P varies directly as Q. N is N. Belakang got varies for songsang mana? No songsang, you just put at the side. R ada R letak saja. Ada square root letak square root dekat R. Okay, teman-teman. This one is a little bit difficult, but if you can see the question carefully, you can answer for it. Jarak yang lalui S meter, put the S. By a bicycle oleh sebuah bicycle varies directly berubah secara langsung. This one, I put the proportional sign. The fish shine, its acceleration ada A, pecutannya A, letak A, and. Tengok baik-baik, itu dan. Kalau dia ada tulis inversely, tulis dekat bawah. Kalau dah ada, letak di tepi sahaja. Square of the time taken T second. Kuasa 2 masa diambil T saat. Okay. Remember the square? To put the square, so you can get this answer. And if you miss write your answer in equation form, itu tak kira jawapan. Terus potong markah. Unless question asking for you to write in bentuk persamaan. Kena ingat benda ini. Okay? Next, we see one question to find constant. Usually, you need to do this one first. Do as usual, okay, until already habis, and then see. Here got number, got value. Just sub inside to find constant. If the question is asking you to find anything, you just put there, put the constant. But if the question asking you to write the equation, how? We see one question. It's given that M is very inversely as N and P. Okay. Ini kena ingat dulu. If M equals to 6 for number and P is this one, write an equation persamaan. Okay. Ada benda ini, ada nombor di sini. What step yang sama, cari K dan tulis jawapan yang tepat. Jangan pergi tulis jawapan salah. Okay. And then remember one thing. Okay. Next answer. Okay. The step you do. First thing, please write the relation form first. And then you write this one. First, I can give you marks if you're writing this. And then you sub the value there. I got another mark for you. And you find the K. I give you another marks. And you write back the answer. You can get 4 marks. Full 4 and full marks. Okay. And sometimes the question asking like that, like this one. Okay. A very like so many words here, but actually it's same thing. It's the same thing. Okay. So now I think we already reached for all the question. But now let's us to summarize our lesson today. So in a variation ubahan, kita ada 4 benda kena ingat. Ada 4 types. We have 4 types of the variation. One is a direct variation ubahan langsung, inverse variation ubahan songsang, and from direct variation we can make it as a joint variation ubahan tercantum, and with the 3 variation we combine it and make it become combined variation ubahan bergabung. So everything need to know if for given the graph, okay, the line must touch the origin. It cannot just touch in the y-axis, but not the origin. Next, look at question. It's a very tricky question. Now we look through a very critical question. This one. Table 2 shows some values of V and W. Even though I give you answer, but please don't see answer first. I want to tell something. This question, your answer, but the question didn't come up. And the answer given is a relation form. Okay, first, you see the question. You didn't asking for anything. You just give you the answer like this. How you do? Okay. To understand about this question, First, you make it you make W. When you know W is nothing, just put W. V. Okay, V. You see every answer is like this. 4 means 2, 2. 16 is what? 4, 2. This one? 6, 2. See, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they are actually jumping, jumping, jumping. They are jumping. So it means this one must be 2, 4, 6, and 10. And remember, when you calculate in the equation form, means the equation form, you see this, the sign is a proportional sign. When proportional sign is letak di sini, jadilah K constant already hilang. Just put like this. I think you'll get this one, but actually it's not this one. It's this one. Because it's a duration. If duration means this one, this answer means there is a K beside this one. This is not K, but this one is betul jawapan because the constant hilang. Kalau saya tetap balik kepada equation form, constant ada di sana. Okay. So, this is a tricky question. Let's move to a normal question. This one. Give you a graph. I think you know how to write. Right? Okay. Sometimes question gives you like this. One is a full one. Got DEF, all the values are here. And asking to find this one. X here. This one, I think you can do yourself because I already give you some tips. And now, let us look through a question here. The state of Malacca has been selected as the host for World Tourism Day and the World Tourism Conference. Various events are planned to attract international tourists alongside a large-scale promotion strategy involving banners and social media advertisement. I think this one you need to see. Just starting. See the question carefully here. That is an important thing. Bilangan pelancong antarabangsa T yang melawat Melaka adalah berubah secara langsung. Berubah secara langsung. T very just put the sign, the proportional sign. Bilangan acara pelancongan E bilangan acara pelancongan E. Number of tourism events E. And important thing is the N. How we do? Whether it's up or down or inversely secara song-sang is go down. Dengan purata kos setiap acara. C. Average cost. Average cost. Pada tahun 2025, terdapat 64 acara pelancongan dan purata kos setiap acara ialah 50,000. Hasilnya Melaka menerima sebanyak 320,000 pelancong antarabangsa. So, there are 64 tourism events and the average cost per event is 15,000 and Malacca received this amount, this big amount. So T is C. Sometimes the value given is not given according to the question. Sometimes can be E star first, can be C star first. This is an E star and then later got C and after T at the last. So first, question asking you to write the relation. Just put relation, no need to calculate first. Just put the relation, settle. And then second question, after that, you can do in equation form to find K and then asking If the number of event is increased to 80, average cost is reduced to 400, for 40,000. 40,000. Okay? 40,000. Okay, just use as usual. Increase means, okay, the events already is, so just put 80 and reduce 400, just put the one. And remember the key, the constant, just do like that and we get the answer. That is, every step you do, you have marks. Okay? So let's us to see another question. Sekolah mengenal kebiasaan mahkota mengatakan sambutan Hari Guru ke sekolah. Sebelum itu, 6 orang pengawas telah ditugaskan untuk menghias pentas. Masa yang diperlukan untuk menyiap tugasan mereka adalah 1 jam 45 minit. Diberi masa T berubah secara sengsang dengan bilangan tenaga kerja Y. You see, diberi masa berubah secara sengsang Y. It's just simple question. Just put T proportional signs, but this one is sengsang. Sengsang means goes down. So T, the proportional sign 1 over Y. Express, you need to find K. After that, make T as the subject and get the answer. The answer is like this. Actually, it's the same thing. Okay, so I think we go through all the questions. So now let us to do some exercise. Okay, your exercise. This one we already looked through all the questions, so no need to do. For this one, do the remaining 2 questions right here. Please do the 2 questions right here. And now we move on next one. This one, okay, you do this question. And this one, do. And this one. And I want to explain one thing is this one. Okay. This one I think can do. This one, I think need to try it first. If you don't know how to do, you can ask me later. I will do one section for this one. If you don't know how to do, I will try to answer with you. Because this question is quite hard, but I think if you know how to do, I think it's an easy thing for you. Okay, so that's all for today. Our class is very short. So thank you for your support and thank you for watching this section, this class section. And you will see in the next class and the homework, the practice you can do. And if you want to let me to mark your answer, you can send your answer through the WhatsApp number that I work for you. Okay, and comment something if you want to tell me something or want to ask something. And thank you. And you see in the next class. And have a nice day. Goodbye.